Hello everyone, my name is Captain Jack and welcome back to Space Engineers. Today I'm giving you a behind the scenes of Planet Wars, the series you guys like. And I know a few of you guys have been requesting the behind the scenes for a while, so I thought I'd do another one while we wait for the next episode, but due to Space Engineers' bugs and just voice acting, we're delayed on the next episode, but I'm hoping to get a trailer up by this Friday if all things go to plan. If not, it'll be by Monday. But hey, things should be going to plan. Anyway, to give you guys a behind the scenes look at Space Engineers, or Planet Wars, we're in front of the new Eclipse. Now, Episode 30, I think it was, when the base got attacked, I teased the Eclipse self-destruct activated. That angered a lot of people. But if you watch the next episode and watch the very end, you know the Eclipse survived. And basically the AI on board DJ, who has now become active, stopped the self-destruct sequence. Now since then, the Shadows have been slowly rebuilding it. As you can see, the engine pods have been welded up. We've got thrusters over here. And I think more of the interior is done. The jump drive's been done. And the engine room is now complete. I don't know why we have a pillar here, but meh, oh well. More of the engine room's been complete. So basically the storyline at the minute is the Shadows that keep repairing the Eclipse. Now to run you through this, because the Eclipse has changed massively since episode 1. The Eclipse now has massive differences. For example, the bridge has kind of stayed the same. I mean, it's had a few additions, not really. I think the curved consoles here are new compared to the old ones, so the bridge slightly changed a little bit with these curved consoles, and we're still missing the same helm and the command seat. That's got to be added in, and the windows have got to be completed. Moving back through, we've got a camera there now. That's where DJ was looking through in that scene where he can see the guys welding. The emphasis was it was meant to be a monitor there, so throughout the season we've been looking at that monitor for clues and stuff like that, but I removed the monitor and put a camera down to give the illusion that DJ is looking through the monitor. But I've yet to repeat that. So, behind the scenes information, that's how we create that movie magic. In here's the captain's ready room. This thing's not really been done much to it. I mean, we've left the program block here, but it's mainly ripped apart in favour of adding stuff down here. What's actually down here? I forget. Oh, oxygen generators and atmo engines. Pretty good. What else we got? So moving from the back, this is where most of the big changes have happened. I mean, we've modified it quite a lot. We've put the jump drive back in now, so the Shadows are adding a jump drive. It's mostly welded up. Well, I say most, I think it's 1/5 welded up. Yeah, not mostly. Projector block is still there from when Jack and the crew are working on it. Console's up here as well, so this is like the jump drive command center. Got a text block there, so we can have some stats running up when we get the program block hooked up. Windows and stuff are still the same on the side. We've got thrusters over here now. Those, I think I'm going to change these soon. I want these windows on the outer side in benefit of doing something else, because I want something else to be in the windows like that. So that's going to change sooner or later, because I want to get rid of these vents. I don't like them. Now the engine pods on the side, this is a big massive change. So the big changes happen at the rear of the ship. So if you look, it's massively different now. So to make it available in planets, because originally the original Eclipse version couldn't fly in planets because it didn't have enough thrusters. It used a booster frame which was designed, and I've never really released that because I wasn't happy with it. Basically it merge blocked on a frame which carried atmospheric engines, and it used to help it when it was in atmosphere. Or we just use movie magic and make it fly in atmosphere. Anyway, we added hydrogen engines onto this. We've got 2 hydrogen engines here, and another 2 on the inside, so 4 giant hydrogen engines. And we've got atmo engines and more smaller hydrogen engines here. We've also got more at the front as well here. This helps us boost the Eclipse in atmosphere so she can fly, and it actually does work. I maybe will paste it of them and we'll give it a fly around. Anyway, the engine pods on the side, they've been replacing the industrial thrusters. As much as I love the industrial thrusters, I needed to replace it with hydrogen thrusters due to the fact they're better in atmosphere. So that's why they've been placed. However, we still kept the same industrial thrusters around the back here. These are still the same ones. I have put them in weirdly, so I need to actually get around to replacing these sometimes, because somehow I've managed to mess it up and placed them in the wrong place. Oh no, they're not. No, that one's just not welded up yet, I just realised. This one's not actually complete, that's why the frame is on it. But yeah, most of the back has changed. Obviously, the engine room is a big change as well. The engine room's been completely redesigned. We've got oxygen things all running on here to generate hydrogen. A massive new reactor in here now, as well as a giant hydrogen tank. A lot of people are saying this hydrogen tank won't keep it fueled in survival. Remember, the Eclipse is only primarily seen in machinima, so we film those in creative, so we don't have to worry about that. What else have we got here? Batteries down here. I love the green glow of the batteries. The reason I chose to use most of the azimuth stuff, because it kind of gives a futuristic sort of reveal. Although RWI typically use it themselves, it kind of gives the impression the Shadows are using more advanced tech. If I can make this purple, or like a Covenant sort of purple, I would, because I like the Shadows in that colour. But yeah, that is kind of it for the Eclipse. None of the weapon systems have been added yet. We've got forward-facing rocket launchers, that's it, they were there before. But nothing else has been added. And the Shadows have also kept the RWI lettering on the sides. So RWI. The Eclipse sign needs to be put over here. But look, there's even shards of the original Eclipse still there. Anyway, what I'm going to do in a minute is if I enable my creative mode tools, I'd like to take the ship and paste it and see if we can give it a fly. because it would be quite cool to see if this thing can actually fly. But somehow we're just going to need to place it gently. Please don't go wrong. Oh. I'm going to have to... this is going to be weird. Right, where's the control seat? We need a seat. Right, control seat. Hopefully the engines will kick in when we separate. If not, this is going to be one short trip. I just need to separate that. And that. Oh, they've kicked in. Hey, look, it works. So these modified adjustments we made to the Eclipse do actually work. Now, I don't believe we actually have any side thrusters, which sucks, so... Yeah, we don't have any side thrusters. So that's something I need to actually do at some point, is replace the side thrusters, because I did realise we used to have them, then I got rid of them when we ground it down. And the Eclipse now actually performs quite well in atmosphere. It's slow, but at the same time it can be quite fast. And then we do have our forward rocket launchers, don't we? So you can imagine it just, the Corvette swearing along the ground. I love this new explosion effects, they look pretty cool. Right, let's see if we can roll it down a cliff. Let's repeat the Eclipse crash all over again. Or not, let's boost it longer. Oh dear, this is not going to go well. Uh-oh. Am I still alive? No, I'm not. Oh, with sim speed. Well, that certainly... Well, the bulk of it survived, I guess. I mean, what actually survived? Not much. I love crash testing ships. Did any of the engine room survive? It did. Oh, most of the engine room survived. So yeah, as you've seen the Eclipse, obviously the base is still the same over here. I was going to make some changes to it, like repair it, but I didn't think the shadows, they don't need to repair the base in a way. So that's why I kept the same there. I mean, it may differ once in a while. I think we might revisit it in the end of the series, but I don't know. I can't say anything like that yet. Obviously the shadow helicarrier, still destroyed down here. Nothing's changed with this. They've kind of abandoned this. Bridge has fallen over. It's kind of just there for detail now. So over here is where we currently are in the series. We've got the crash ship. I used this ship here to crash it. I wanted something for us to explore. I didn't mean for it to blow up and then leave it on a cliffhanger. However, it felt the only option we could do because we ran out of time. It was basically going to be a shadow attack and we was going to have to power on the ship, use the helicarrier. However, I ran out of time to do it, so I went with the default explosion thing like that. So that's why a lot of people complained about that. The fact we exploded it, but it's better than nothing. Obviously, this is the helicarrier. It's had a lot of adjustments done to it. For some reason, the Wyvern is now disconnected. Not entirely sure why. The sim speed is now dropped, which is brilliant. This is the problem we're facing at the minute. The reason we've not done Planet Wars up until now is the sim speed at the minute is dropping ridiculously, and it sucks so much. But hey, what are you going to do? Now, I think there's another location over here. What's over here? There's something over here. No. Can I where's this over here? Small grid. What's over here? Oh, so here's the Shadow Command Carrier. So I think we've shown this one once before. I presume we have. But anyway, this is the Shadow Command Carrier. Basically what it is the Commander's new carrier. Obviously the other one was destroyed, he had to evacuate. So now he's been given this giant one. And because space is bugged out a bit, we had to connect it to the ground. That's how we film our shots. We just got to make sure the pole is not visible. Moving on. Where have we got over here? We've got the Eclipse crash site and then we've got the FTC communication. Now this set here, I'm not going to show you inside. This is the set for the final episode. It's basically an outpost in the middle of nowhere on the planet. But it's ran by somebody... It's ran by someone we've not actually seen before in the series. So it's going to be an interesting development on who they are and what they're doing here. Obviously they've got their dropship here. And that's the entrance to their base, all sealed up. And there's also a communication satellite. We've seen this type before. There's been one on the planet. This may lead to a more backstory if there's more on the planet, which would be quite good. So that's kind of it for behind the scenes. I've ran you over what's currently in the world. We removed the Orion and Reliant and stuff like that. If you notice a mistake in the episode, I think it was 32, where we went looking for the Reliance, or 31. I didn't realise, I forgot I removed it. That's why when we got there I was like, oh, it's gone. That was generally like me consulting like, oh shit, I deleted it. So that's why that happened. But anyway guys, first things I'll go over now is why Planet Wars is delayed. Basically in a minute, we're waiting on space to be fixed. If you watch the latest review of starships I did, it was the Halo one, you saw the frigates, they were bouncing all over the place. This is currently broken in stable and dev mode, and it can happen random events, but when you come to filming like massive ships at war and stuff, it kind of gets really hard. Like we want to film the helicarrier attacking a Shadow Corvette for the final episode, but it's not going to work when a ship's jitter about because it just looks terrible in cinematic content. I am thinking of doing another couple of survival episodes of Planet Wars, but it just simply depends on what I want to do, so it's going to be kind of hard. But yeah, that is the reasons why we're doing it. I'm delaying it up until it gets to a stable mode where I can successfully do it in a nice style, because I don't like doing things half-assed, and I've explained this before. So I'm kind of like, I've got the motivation to do Planet Wars again, however it's just taking time, and that is a big thing. I want to get it right, because I'm ending the series and I want to really do it well. One of the reasons why I keep delaying, I know people are getting angry, but at the end of the day, I love quality over quantity. Like I said, I am thinking of doing survival episodes. There's one in mind now I have, but it just gets down to actually doing it. So hopefully we will actually get around to doing that sometime. Anyway guys, I've been Captain Jack. I hope you enjoyed this behind the scenes look. Remember, Planet Wars is on its way, it's just taking time, and hopefully people will understand that. And yeah, we can hopefully get a new episode soon. I've already just came up with an idea of what I can do for a survival episode. So yeah, things will be on their way soon. As usual, I've been Captain Jack. I hope you're all having a good day, and I'll see you next time. Goodbye.